I remember standing in the locker room, drenched in sweat, shirt sticking to me, thinking I was finally lean. I'd been dieting for months, but when I pulled my shirt up to take a little sneak peek, all I saw was a soft blur. I really started wondering if this was just how my body looked, thinking maybe I just wasn't built to have abs or my genetics were really that bad. That moment honestly hurt. You push through so many hard days thinking the reward is coming, and when it doesn't, it kind of messes with your head. I drove home from the gym that day feeling like I was failing, even though I was working harder than ever. It felt like I was doing everything right. Clean meals, cardio, and even ab workouts. But I still looked soft. It just didn't make sense to me at the time. The worst part was I didn't even know what to change. Almost like I'd hit some invisible wall that no one told me even existed. My body really did not match how hard I was working. And that disconnect will really drain you mentally. But eventually, not overnight, and definitely not from some viral workout or magic supplement, small choices started to really add up, and I finally started seeing them. Some nice little lines going. So I started to realize getting abs was not about some secret workout. It's about understanding what actually matters and doing it relentlessly. Most people think training is what gives you abs. So they add 100 zillion in crunches at the end of their workout and honestly just hope for the best. I did that, and every week I'd check my stomach and still see the same blurry mess of fat. So just to clear this up, ab exercises do not burn belly fat. They build up your abdominal muscles underneath all the fat. You can't spot reduce or target your belly fat. Your body and your predetermined genetics decide where your fat comes off. Most of the time, either your love handles or your lower belly fat is going to be the last to go. I know it kind of sucks to hear, you literally can't do jack shit about it, but once you understand and accept that, it changes the game a little bit. Fat loss is dictated by your energy balance. In other words, calories in versus calories out. That meant tracking my food, getting 10,000 plus steps a day, eating enough protein, and just being real with myself. No more "this doesn't count" tiny bites at midnight. It meant saying no to friends sometimes when they want to eat 4,000 calories of crumble cookies. Leaving the kitchen at night and drinking a big ass glass of water before bed to see if I was actually hungry or just bored. Or being a little bit more realistic, maybe 17 Diet Cokes. Honestly, I just really like diet soda. But there came a point even when my weight was plateauing, I could see the change happening. And that's what kept me locked in. Progress isn't always just the number on the scale going down. As I talk about a lot, the scale is kind of a fucking liar. Your weight won't just be a straight shot down. You're gonna have times where you eat a little bit of extra sodium the day prior and you're holding a little bit more water. Times when you have extra food in your stomach and you quite literally just need to take a shit. Progress isn't always the scale. Sometimes it's your face getting tighter, shirts fitting a little bit different, a new vein popping out, or literally physically feeling yourself moving around and being what the fuck, I'd feel different. This might be a little bit TMI, but I've had times when I've been in the shower and I'll be washing my lower back or stomach or something and feeling it, and it's what the fuck, this did not feel like this 2 or 3 days ago. Now, the interesting part. I, throughout my entire career of lifting and doing all this diet bullshit, honestly have barely trained my abs directly. Once a week, maybe twice a week. And when I am hitting them, I'm not doing a gazillion crunches, trying to burn my abs or something. I'm training them like every other muscle in my body. Put it like this. If you wanted to maximize the muscle growth and hypertrophy in your chest, the way to do so wouldn't be by doing 2,000 bodyweight push-ups on the floor in your room. You'd probably do some heavy pressing to failure and somewhere around the 6 to 12 rep range. So the same idea applies to your abs here. As far as what the to actually do, what exercise to pick, your best bet is the weighted crunch machine or cable crunches. Both of these will add load or weight to your abs, and doing this isn't going to make your abs magically appear, but when they are visible, they're going to look way better and pop way more. Now, this doesn't mean just go to the gym and train only your abs. If you're over 20% body fat, doesn't matter how hard you train them, doesn't matter how hard they burn. If fat's there, your abs are hidden. For most people, the goal isn't to build your abs, it's to uncover them. From my experience, you honestly get more out of training literally every single other muscle in your body consistently, because that is going to be what improves your body composition the most. Think about it. If you show up to the gym and only train your abs, you're not building the maximum amount of muscle mass that you could be building and optimally changing that ratio of muscle to fat tissue. So just an example, on one hand, you just train your abs and you're gaining 0.1 pounds of muscle a week. And on the other hand, you're training every single muscle in your body and maybe your abs on top of that and gaining 0.5 pounds of muscle a week. In the second scenario, weirdly enough, you're actually going to get leaner faster, which in turn is going to make your abs appear faster. So if I could go back to the moment in the locker room, rewrite history a little bit, I would literally do the exact opposite and focus on building building up every single other muscle in my body that isn't my abs, particularly big compound stuff where you get the most bang for your buck, like chest, back, and legs. Oh shit, push-pull leg split. And then hit them on the side whenever I fucking feel like it. Again, math doesn't lie, it's objective. Your abs are revealed at a specific body fat percentage. I don't think there's much debate that quads, or I guess if you skip leg day right now, maybe your quads and your hamstrings combined, certainly take up more space on your body than just your abs do. So weirdly enough, by hitting your legs, you're actually getting closer to having a six-pack than directly training your abs will. On top of that, because you're indirectly hitting them on leg day anyways for stability, you're still getting some ab activation. It's not that training abs will have no impact or not help or make them look better or anything. It's just about shifting your priorities to get the most bang for your buck. When I was a little flabby and very sweaty in that locker room, a lot of the kind of mental turmoil came from the fact that I was expending so much effort and not getting the results I was looking for. So the goal here is to get a proportional amount of progress and results out of the crazy amount of effort we're putting out. If you want my full free transformation system, check out the first link below. Now, let's talk a little bit about some common mistakes and some of the mistakes I've personally made. I'm telling you, man, I've tried literally everything under the fucking sun. Drank vinegar at 6 a.m., slammed fat burners, and done some crazy fasted Stairmaster routines. I used to justify 3,000 plus calorie binges after cardio sessions because I felt like I earned it. I was doing literally everything except the one thing that mattered the most: being in a real, consistent, measurable calorie deficit. Not for a day, not for just a week, but for weeks, months. So sure, I was training hard, but I wasn't eating like someone that wanted to get shredded. Once that changed, so did everything else. I was also just trying to go way too fast, cutting calories super duper low and burning myself out, looking like fucking Starvin' Marvin from South Park and shit. Go crazy, get burnt out, binge, and then repeat the cycle. Slow progress always beats fast progress that eventually collapses. My transformation took me 4 whole years because it was far from perfect. I had days off, I fucked up, I binged, and I had to figure all this shit out myself, but I never lost sight of where I wanted to be. And that's the difference. No supplements, no fat burners, no bullshit, just walking, sticking to the diet, protein, lifting, and some patience. Eat like you actually respect your goals and you want to get where you want to be. Give it 90 days of slightly boring consistency and you won't even recognize yourself. I'm not even saying that to motivate you, it's literally just mathematics. Depending on where you're at, 20 to 30 plus pounds in 90 days is completely doable. If you're interested in picking up my full free transformation system, check out the link below. On top of that, because I keep the swag on me, I'm giving away a free, absolutely loaded one-on-one coaching package and giving away several partial scholarships for those of you guys that need it. If that's something that might interest you, shoot me a DM on Instagram and just let me know why you think you'd be a good fit. Either way, if you want to get abs fast, don't waste time on more workouts. Focus on getting lean first. Oh, Thea, you gotta admit that was pretty fucking good.